So here's what's going on with the game over thing in this multiple enemies. If you hit play, you should be able to see that you can still move this thing around, but when it gets hit, it goes to this. Everything else disappears, and when you type, it puts your name on the screen, or whatever you type on the screen. So I can type in Mr. Gentry, hit enter, and then it closes the window. So whether or not you want to close the window is up to you. But I just wanted to guide you as to what you should be looking for if you want to use this code. Let's see. In my main while loop, where all the events are and where all the drawing is, I'm checking to see if my player rectangle collides with any of the enemy rectangles that are in the enemies list. And if that happens, I set this running variable to false. That's what stops the main game, because the main game is running while that running variable is true. So I set that to false, and then I call this game over function. The game over function has its own while loop. Okay, this is important because anytime you want to be drawing stuff on the screen, you have to have a while loop running and constantly drawing stuff on the screen. I didn't want to continue drawing the enemies or the player on the screen, and I didn't want to continue getting keyboard events like with the arrow keys and all that stuff. So I made a whole new event loop in this game over function. Okay, it looks pretty similar to the event loop in the main event loop. It's got the while true, so that it just keeps running until the function exits. It gathers the events, and in this case, all it cares about is keyboard events. So when you press a key, it gets the key that you pressed. It checks to see if the key is the enter key, which if it is, the function just ends. It gathers up the characters that you type, and then just simply returns that string of characters. So when you call this function, you can make it so that it returns the player name that was typed. Then it also checks to see if you hit a backspace, and if you do, it should delete the most recently typed character. And then otherwise, for any actual alphabet character, which is going to have an ASCII value between 97 and 122, it adds that letter onto the string and then renders that string on the screen.